Welcome one and all to Dummies on the Hardwood. Today it's just me and my other half today, Bobby. Isaac, unfortunately, is sick. Black Cadillac, get better. Get your oil change done. Just take care of you, bro. And obviously, it does, it's a little weird not having Isaac here because I want to talk about the promo. I want to talk about what we got going on. We have a CTA. First things first, obviously you can see we got our new merch. We're in our new merch as well as, we got T-shirts and sweaters. Dropping October 15th. October 15th is the day it's coming out. I also want to let you guys know that we are having limited edition sweaters coming in. Limited editions, I will be dropping them on my Instagram story within the next month or so. If you are interested in our limited edition sweatshirts, please DM Dumb20. Get 20% off for your limited edition sweater. We're still figuring out what the pricing is on that, but DM Dumb20 and you get 20% off. First 10 people to DM myself, Bobby, we will drop our Instagram handles in the YouTube channel and at the end of this episode. Anyway, I think most people don't understand or don't know who we are and what we're about.
So we just got to be nice. But, speaking of nice, the fun guy, Kawhi Leonard. Oh, man. Taking money under the table from
a fake tree company or something like that.
A fake tree company, man. That's.
But then again, if you really think about it, probably everybody in the league does it.
I feel like to a degree, yeah.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised
because it's just under the table, It's like, hey, I'm gonna give you like $40 million, if you do this or you be quiet. It's like, come on, man, like seriously.
But like, $20 million was it? I forget how much it was. It was like $28 million, and apparently the Clippers were paying Kawhi Leonard under the table, and Steve Ballmer went on ESPN and denied it completely.
Yeah.
Do I think Steve Ballmer's going to probably win this? I think the Clippers are probably going to get away scot-free. Because there's really no paper trail. It's all hearsay. Clippers are going to take the salary cap cut. Ha ha ha. Something to that effect. I don't remember what exactly it was, but it's one of those things where it's like, I love Kawhi Leonard, and I still think he is one of the best two-way players to play the game. But, we're seeing a side of Kawhi Leonard that we haven't really seen before, I guess, is what I'm saying. That makes sense.
It's always those quiet ones. You ever hear that saying? It's always those quiet ones.
Yeah, it is. It's always those quiet ones. But, he lets his game talk.
Yeah, he lets his game talk. And keep in mind, this was the same dude. The same dude who pushed for the PG trade, and that's how SGA ended up in Oklahoma City. Keep that in mind.
Yeah, and the Clippers are kicking themselves for it. Speaking of the Oklahoma City, if you were to pick a team right now out the West that would be your wild card team that you would not expect to make it into the playoffs, who are you picking?
Man, you gonna put me on the spot like that?
Yeah, who you taking right now?
Well, I'm not gonna get the obvious out the way.
Right.
I'm not gonna get the obvious out the way. Man, that's so hard. That's so tough. Who would you take? I still need time to sit and think about that because that's hard. That is so hard.
In a loaded Western Conference right now, the top 6 teams are pretty much in a lock. 7 through 10, up in the air. But I think that the team that could really make some noise is the San Antonio Spurs. I wouldn't be surprised.
You're really bought into that hype?
I'm not surprised if they wouldn't be a top 5 team. I really am not surprised. De'Aaron Fox and Victor Wembanyama as a duo, they're lethal.
I'm not going to deny lethal. I'm not going to deny that, but that's pretty bold.
And they got a nice young core. Devin Vassell. They need to trade Keldon Johnson. The Spurs to me are this team where healthy, they might shock some people. I think they might be better than the Warriors. I really do.
Yeah, senior citizen home out
I
there.
really think they're going to be better than the Warriors. Now, I don't think they'll be as good as the Grizzlies, but I do think the Spurs have enough talent to push them into top 5 contention. I do.
You're putting the Spurs in the top 5?
I can see the Spurs. I can see the Spurs being a top 5 team out there. I really do. I really do.
Wow, that's kind of bold.
I mean, because if you look at it, look at the Warriors. Are we really? Yeah, you got Steph Curry and Jimmy Butler, but that Jonathan Kuminga situation is just not settled. They don't know which direction they're headed. So if I'm a fan and I'm looking at the Warriors, I'm like, where are you guys going? Like you re-signed, you got Jimmy Butler, Draymond Green. You guys there's a senior citizen home out there. Pick a direction, Golden State. Mike Dunleavy, where are we going? Where are we headed?
Man, that's funny.
Like what are we doing?
Man, that's funny.
So I think the Spurs are better than the Warriors. I really do.
Spurs better than the
I
Warriors?
think the Spurs are also better. Get this. I think they can be. I think they're right on the level of the Grizzlies. I think they could hang with the Grizzlies. I really do.
I don't know, man. Well,
So if you were to take a wild card team out west, who are you taking?
You really want to know? I'm gonna really shock you. I'm taking the Portland Trailblazers.
Portland?
Portland.
Why Portland? Why?
Why? Because now they have a new leader in obviously Drew Holiday. I thought that was a really good move. This young Hansen kid looks really nice.
He's nice.
Donovan Clingan, you got Stretch Big, Tamani Kamara. What they got brewing out of Portland is nice. Obviously, they shipped off Sam Simons to my Celtics, which I'm not complaining. But I think Drew Holiday, he brings that leadership now, and he's mentoring, being able to mentor Scoot Henderson and all that crew. Now keep in mind, I'm not saying they're going to win the West. By no means did I say Portland's going to win the West. I'm not that stupid. But the way I see him, I can see Portland sneaking in, because
sneaking into a playing team.
Yeah, I can see that. I can really see that. I can really
Drew
see
Holiday, Damian Lillard.
Well, Damian Leonard ain't even going to play this year.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, he's not going to play this year. But even if they do get in, like I said, I still think that they can sneak in and get a spot. I like their chances better than Utah's. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah,
I'm not really worried about Utah. I'm not really like, oh my God, I'm scared of Utah. It's like whatever. It's the Utah Jazz.
Right.
But like we say, also too in Utah, they still got stuff brewing. But I think Portland can make it. Can come back, and I see them falling to the top 8, sneaking in. Keep in mind, sneaking in. Their first round exit though, if they make it.
Yeah, that's interesting. So out east, my wild card team, I think the Toronto Raptors can make some noise. I really do think they could be a top 5 team out east. With the way the East being so much up for grabs, I wouldn't be surprised if the Raptors finish in the top 5.
So you going for Toronto?
Yeah.
Top 5?
Top 5.
Oh, come on,
Top
man.
5.
I know you just did not say that.
I could see the Raptors being a top 5 team.
I know you just did not say that.
Scotty Barnes.
Stop it.
Brandon Ingram.
Stop it.
Emmanuel Quickly. A re-energized RJ Barrett. And they have a solid young bench. They have a solid bench. I'm not going to say they're a knockout of the park, but they're pretty good.
Jacoby Walters, I think.
Jacoby Walters. Don't be surprised if and they got a new change in leadership. Masai Ujiri, he left.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's gonna be interesting times out there in Toronto, and I think that the Raptors can finish in the top 5.
You're crazy.
Because
you're delusional.
Well, tell me another team out there. Tell me, because to me, the Raptors, I think this is the chance. Like we could say like, oh yeah, well the Pacers, well not the Pacers.
I still think the Pacers are better than them. Pacers, do not say that. Do not.
All right, whatever.
I mean, look, obviously, clearly with talent, we saw that in the East. The Pacers beat the Knicks to move on to the finals.
Right. But right now, who are your top 3 teams out East?
So right now, my top 3 teams, I'm leaning. Like I said, I still like obviously New York without a doubt. I'm kind of
Cleveland, Orlando,
Cleveland, but Orlando. I can even throw Detroit up there being in the top 5. Because obviously, like I said, I love my Celtics, but I'm most probably gonna be top 5, top 6 team.
Raptors will be a top 5 team.
So they're better than the Celtics.
This season.
I'm talking about this season.
Yeah, I do.
All right. Okay. Well,
I and the reason why is because
delusional.
All right, whatever.
Delusional. You're delusional. But go ahead. Proceed.
I mean, to me, because the Raptors, I mean, with the re-energized RJ Barrett, you've seen how RJ Barrett, ever since he got traded from New York, he's a different player. I feel like the spotlight was too much for him in New York, and he needed to change the scenery. And I think RJ Barrett is one of the keys to the cog for the Toronto Raptors.
Well, I mean, you could say the same thing, I guess, for MPJ. I mean, basically look at MPJ and what he's done. Going out to Brooklyn.
But MPJ hasn't even played a game in Brooklyn.
MPJ
so
became somebody different.
We can't even talk about that. You're talking about a player that hasn't even played a game yet for the Brooklyn Nets.
I'm very aware of that. I'm just saying. I guess the point I'm coming at too is like he all of a sudden he starts like being more vocal now that he's in Brooklyn. I'm like, dude, bro, like, come on now, who do you think you are? Like really?
Yeah, he said he has. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, man, who is my dark horse team? Like I said, I think I'm just gonna still stick with that Brooklyn team, man. I really have faith in that Brooklyn team.
You know who's another team that we talked about? The Atlanta Hawks.
Atlanta Hawks. Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised if they're sneaking up into like the top 4, top 5, maybe a top 3 team.
Well, yeah. I mean,
you don't know. I mean, defensively, they are going to be a monster.
Yeah. Well, they got the Great Barrier Thief out there.
They got Nas, and they got to cover up Trae Young's deficiencies.
And they added a stretch 7'3" shooter, unicorn. Man, dude.
So
injuries or not, health or not, Porzingis is still Porzingis.
So to me, it looks like it's going to be the Raptors and the Hawks that can make that huge leap, in my opinion. With the East being so wide open,
I say I take more of the Hawks. I lean more towards the Hawks.
With the East being so wide open, it's definitely going to be the Hawks and the Raptors,
without a doubt. Yeah, I mean, like I said, the East is up for grabs this year, but obviously we know the East sucks.
It's always sucked.
It's always trash.
But the bottom line is, I think the team that's going to shock everybody. It's Toronto Raptors, because nobody's talking about them. You hear Detroit, how great they're doing. They're great young core. Oh, you hear Indiana coming off from the finals run, but you do not hear anything about the Raptors and the moves they're making.
Talk about the Hawks too.
Yeah, you could mention the Hawks, but you could also mention, but the Raptors, to me, I think they're gonna make some noise. They're gonna be a top 5 team. They've added some depth, and you better watch out, because I wouldn't be surprised if they're one of the best defensive teams out in the NBA next season.
Delusional, just delusional.
Well, you'll name me a better team.
I just named you better teams.
Who's the team?
I said Atlanta Hawks.
Other than the Atlanta Hawks, because I mentioned the Atlanta Hawks.
Well, I said the Atlanta Hawks now. Shit, you could throw Brooklyn out there.
Now you
could throw Brooklyn out there.
Okay, so why is Brooklyn a wild card?
I'm not getting into the whole discussion of why Brooklyn be a wild card team.
Because they're not a wild card team.
They added your boy Haywood Highsmith from the Miami Heat.
They're not. First of all, Haywood Highsmith is not my boy. Yeah. You better chill with that.
Okay. But, the one thing about Brooklyn that, was a little questionable, but I can see they stocked up 5 picks this year in the draft. They got a good point guard, Igor Demin, from, I think, BYU. They've got some good picks coming in. Danny Wolf from Michigan. So it's on the up and up. It's on the up and up. Jory Fernandez is a really great coach. So I'm looking forward to that. So, again, do I see them sneaking in? Quite possibly. Some teams flounder out east. But the Celtics I know have an easier schedule. I forget what exactly rank they are, but they can get in. I'm sure the Nets can get in and sneak into a playoff spot. So, I mean, do you have any other closing thoughts? Anything else you want to say, or?
No, I mean, I don't think the Nets are going to be.
Hey, but that's all good.
The Nets are going to be up there. I take my chances on the Raptors and the Hawks as the top teams who are going to. Well, the Hawks are kind of like you people would expect with their upgraded, bolstered roster. But the Raptors, not many people talk about the Raptors. The Raptors are that sneaky team.
All right. Yeah,
they're a sneaky team. They are a sneaky team, but yeah. If you guys feel like you've gained anything, you feel like you just laugh with us, if you feel a part of the conversation, hit the subscribe button. Also, too, our merch coming out on October 15th. October 15th. We got these nice shirts, nice sweater right up there. So, take a look. Show us the love. We do appreciate all the engagement from the fans and all the loyal subscribers. So we do thank you.
Yeah, like I said, as I mentioned earlier, the limited edition unis. Who do we think we are?
We'll get to that point where we drop some
get
unis.
Yeah, we'll get there. But we got some limited edition sweaters coming out for the fall edition, so stay tuned for that. Please stay tuned because we got some nice color. I got some nice colorways coming out.
Yeah, this is gonna be. I'm looking forward to dropping these prior to the NBA season. So
coming soon.
Coming soon. Come support. Come show the love. You got any closing thoughts?
No, man. Like I said, just continue to thank you guys and continue to support us.
Yeah. So on that note, I want to say good night.